Why do children on the autism spectrum bite and how to stop it? So if we want something and he's not getting it or she's not getting it, they will shout, they'll scream, and then they'll come and try to bite. Please observe the biting behavior. If there is no antecedent, if there is no reason for a biting behavior and he's just continuously biting himself or somebody, he's not frustrated, he's still biting himself, that is pure sensory. Since you choose to bite, I told you not to bite. So expectation setting, you say, I told you not to bite, please do not bite. Slowly, the biting habit will completely go away. This is how you will get rid of the biting habit. Hello everybody, Rajni here, Sasha Empowering Legs. So, today, what is the topic? What are we going to talk about? Today we are going to talk about why do children on the autism spectrum bite and how to stop it. Now, the reason why children bite, it is twofold. Number one, a child might be having sensory difficulties in the oromotor area. It could be some sort of itching or hypersensitivity, and so to get rid of that, they are biting. If that is the case, then chewy tubes can be of help. But in most cases, according to my personal experience, what I have seen is it starts with that, and then later on, because of the massive amount of attention that the child gets, it gets converted into a attention-seeking device, also a boundary-pushing device. So when a child initially has sensory issues, and then you give them the chewy and then it reduces, but then when they start biting and then we give a big huge reaction, why did you do that, don't do this. So now they enjoy, and sensory is something we cannot measure it on any machine like blood pressure or temperature. It cannot be shown on a machine or anywhere that this is actually sensory or not. So the child begins to play us. So if we want something and he's not getting it or she's not getting it, they will shout, they'll scream, and then they'll come and try to bite. In which case, behavior correction protocol has to be followed to the T. Now, what is the behavior correction protocol? Basically, you have to, first of all, structure the child's environment. Second, be absolutely certain with the boundaries. Because if you say that, no candy right now, then you cannot give the candy. Also, please observe the biting behavior. If there is no antecedent, if there is no reason for a biting behavior and he's just continuously biting himself or somebody, he's not frustrated, he's still biting himself, that is pure sensory. Because something is, hypersensitivity or some itchiness in the mouth. No, so all of that. If there is some antecedent to it, which means the minute you said, let's sit down and study, and he begins to bite, that is not sensory. He was comfortable or she was comfortable up until then. But the minute you said, let's sit down and study, now they are considering biting. So what we have to do in this case? First of all, you put non-negotiable boundaries. Next, you structure your environment, which means if they bite themselves and you're going to ask them to study and they'll start biting, you take the mitten and you put it onto the child's hand. Also, if the child bites you, you put the mitten on your hand. Okay? Now you say we are going to sit and study. Now when the minute you say and the child says, nah, you and wants to bite, you're just sitting there, say, be my guest, go ahead. And the child takes the mitten and tries to bite his hand hard. Nothing is happening because it's very thick. Mitten is meant to be thick because the hand goes inside the toaster, the OTG or the microwave and pick up. So it's strong. So you say, ho gaya, done. Now let's work. And then you have to have a sense of loss. You say, since you choose to bite, I told you not to bite. So expectation setting, you say, I told you not to bite, please do not bite. So you say, we will finish this. Give a very easy worksheet. Give lots of reinforcers. Say, very good, we're going to do this. We finish this. You're such such a good boy, then you will get this. Now, once the child knows that you are not going to shake the boundaries, okay? And you have given, so if the child has to write something in a worksheet with the mitten, it's not possible. So one hand you have put the mitten, the other you will release, okay? The one with the mitten, you put your hand on that hand, okay? And the other hand you say, so he tries to go to the next hand. Now you should have something which will be displeasure in taste, okay? So maybe a karela bitter gourd, you could, uh, grate it and keep it. Maybe lasan, things which will not harm the child, garlic, anything that is, but it's really bad to taste. Or maybe a clove, because these are pungent things. And you say, if you use this on your hand, like if you bite, yeah, this will go into your mouth. So one hand you have stopped, okay, the one with the mitten. And the other hand, you are holding that hand. And if he's, so you go behind the child, grab the child, and one hand is on the child's hand, the other hand you say, that's the way I write in class, write in class. So he's doing everything in his capacity, shouting, screaming, but you're not giving in. First couple of days, you're not giving in. After that, the child realizes there is no point. Let me not try it, because anyway, I have to do the worksheets. Also, make worksheets interesting. Make material interesting. Do it according to your child's specific learning styles. If you want to learn what does it mean to do things according to child-specific learning styles, come on for our masterclass where I'm going to teach you how all of that is done. Join our vast community of 30,000 plus people where every day we are discovering autism on a completely new platform with the base that autism is capable. Now, when we do that, we make the child work. The child figures out biting is not going to help. Similarly, in other areas of life, wherever the child is trying to bite, you will not allow them and you will give a sense of loss, which is not hitting, biting, hitting, beating, scolding. No, which is making the child do something that they're very uncomfortable to do. Say one bite and you will wash utensils. One bite, one time you bite and you will do this. But some children will love washing utensils, then that's not a sense of loss for them. So depending upon what it is that the child is not liking, you will give that activity. So the child will not want to do it because of the activity. Slowly, slowly the biting habit will completely go away. This is how you will get rid of the biting habit. If you want more input, more information in depth, customized to your child, join us for the masterclass, which happens either Thursday or Friday, sometimes now on Saturdays also, 7 to 9:30. The links of everything, including our website, the books, everything we do is given in the description box below. And I will see you next time with another video. Put your comments. Tell me how it worked out for your kid.